I'm super excited to go to Pantheon. Ever since I watched the TV special in France. That's right, the same special that talked about the Colosseum also talked about the Pantheon. Super stoked to go inside. Fortunately, they do have some construction going on right now, but honestly, being in front of this mammoth of a building is absolutely spectacular. The video doesn't quite do it justice, but I'm so glad I could show it off for you guys. Anyways, let's get a closer look and go inside. YouTube, let's go. Here we go, YouTube. We are right in front of the Pantheon, and oh my God. I saw this on TV, and it's so awesome being here in person. It's absolutely incredible. Oh, so from the TV special, I learned. So you see these left furthermost columns. If you can see there or notice, their slight hue is rose. So these are actually columns that were put in ladder. And the reason for that I'll go into detail later, but it has to do with some kind of bad history. But anyways, there are, I believe, 24 columns total, and the amount of architecture that went into building this is absolutely ridiculous. But we're gonna go inside, get a closer look, and learn a little bit more about the Italian Pantheon. We just got our tickets. A little tidbit, pay in cash. I highly recommend paying in cash. It's only €5 per person. I think it's 7 if you pay by card, but you get to go way faster because the line for paying for cash took like 5 minutes, but the line for the card machine is like, I don't know, 20-30 minutes of waiting. So I'm glad I paid in cash. So we're just about to go inside, and I'll see you in a little bit. We are now officially inside, and what a sight this is. Oh my God. I know that like I say that a lot, but for me this is really awesome because again, I learned about the architecture of the place, and it really is breathtaking to come in and see it in person. The video doesn't do it justice. For one, you can see the lights. This is coming in from that gap in the sky. Now there is something special. On April 28th, the only day the light will actually shine down on this door as you're coming in. So if you guys want to come in and feel, because that was the only time the emperor came in first. I mean, the emperor could come in any day he wanted, but he would specifically choose to come in April 28th so he could have the light shine upon him as if he was God, which is super awesome. But if you want to feel that and do that, April 28th is the day to come. So you might be asking YouTube, what if it rains, right? There's no glass here. So I don't know if it's everywhere on the floor, but they definitely have it here in the middle. You can see the little holes that look like a nose almost, but it drains out onto the floor and into another area, I guess. I don't know how they've quite solved the fact of maybe the water kind of seeping to the ground, but for now, the ground is level and there are no problems because of that little feature. So the water will never stay inside. I am so in love with this place, mostly because of the architecture. The actual historical or cultural aspect of this place is, it's a temple. You know, it was built for people to come and worship the gods, the old gods. Well, I guess it's not really old gods, but you know, Zeus, Poseidon, Athena, all of that. But the biggest key point is that back in the old times, back during this, people could not go worship the gods in public, in temple. They couldn't go. It was only reserved for officials or maybe those who had lots of money, the emperor, blah, blah, blah. So one day, I don't remember which emperor, he wanted to build this pantheon as a temple where the general public could go and worship the gods that they wanted. But the amount of time and sheer amount of like architectural integrity that was supposed to come from this pantheon is absolutely stunning. That's what blows me away. The amount of ingenuity to build this is simply ridiculous. You can't see all of it while being inside. We can actually see most of it from outside. But what we can see is these little square crevices. Now, why did they have these? They could make the dome very smooth and just rounded, but they had two ideas for this. One was it looks cooler, it looks nicer, it's kind of feels like it's fun to look at. The second reason is because, again, this dome was going to be very, very, very heavy, and I'll explain how they built the dome later, but they made these crevices because it would make the dome lighter, less material, less mass, and make it easier to put on top of this massive building, basically. Honestly, words and videos really truly can't describe how awesome this place is. I think in these crevices here, these ones here, I think they would also have the gods there, but they're not there anymore, obviously. This place is amazing, absolutely worth coming in. All right, YouTube, we're outside now. Absolutely breathtaking, wonderful, wonderful building to be inside. I loved it. Car behind me, but this is absolutely worth coming to. The Pantheon is amazing. All right, so now we're gonna go on the outside so you guys can kind of see the structure of how it looks on the back and all where the arches are, basically, that we can't see on the inside. So you guys can see, right? It's very square on this side. This is the actual, like, what people thought was just the temple, and then it suddenly changes into this round part where the majority of the temple is. That's what the designers had in mind. But the best part is you couldn't see this originally. Like, we can see it now thanks to the separation of the buildings and things, but originally there were buildings stuck right next to it, so it was very hard to spot any of this. You wouldn't be able to see it. So if you're coming in from just the front, going in as a normal temple, you would not be able to see the back. So it was very, very stunning, very shocking and breathtaking for the people who got to see it first. Or maybe it was just so-so. But you guys can see the arches here, right? So this is the outer wall. These arches, they form all along the walls. You can't see most of them anymore, but some of them, most of them, thankfully, you can see. But these arches are what allow, well, the Pantheon to be standing today, because they love arches in Rome. And it makes sense because it takes the pressure away from the central point and kind of divides it down, so that way the pressure from the top doesn't just collapse all on itself, which is absolutely just, it's incredible. It's absolutely crazy. But you can see the design is quite different because they needed this to be more durable, and they used, you can see, brick. And I don't remember all the materials they used, but Roman cement and bricks were the top, you know, favorite to use for building this absolute incredible. Here, YouTube, you can see some small remnants of Poseidon. I think this back area is the only area that has that structure that is remnants of, well, the old gods. Yeah, over here as well. So it is worth checking out the entirety of the Pantheon. And one other thing about the Pantheon that you guys can't see because of the structure itself, that the structure is actually double layered. So you have a wall on the outside, and then you have a wall on the inside with a gap in between. And the reason the architects decided on that structure versus one solid wall was because, it would help divvy up the weight that where the dome is on top, so that way it wouldn't, again, come collapsing down. But as I showed you before, the arches all make up the entire building of the wall. And it's just, overall, it's just impressive. It's absolutely stunning. I love it here. This is really cool. Anyways, YouTube, we're gonna move on to our next place, the Trevi Fountain. That'll be the last stop for today. Hopefully we get there. There's not too many people, as I've heard. It is super, super crowded, but we gotta go to the Trevi Fountain while we're here, right? Anyways, YouTube, I'll see you in a little bit. We made it to the Trevi Fountain. It is, well, it's a fountain. And you know what's very funny is they have the same thing in the Centum City Mall in Korea. So let's get a little closer look. There are just about as many people as I expected there to be. Well, we did it. We're at the fountain. I don't know really what else to say. I don't know why it's famous other than, like, you can throw a coin in to get a wish, and that's pretty much it. And they clean it every morning, so I think you can see it in the morning, get it cleaned, and see all the money get taken for, you know, the city to use. I will say this, it is absolutely beautiful. It's very, very cool. It's great to see in person, but yeah, I don't know. It's a fountain. Alright, YouTube, we finished Trevi Fountain. I didn't know really what to expect. It was beautiful. It was cool. I can say I did it, Vini Vidi Vici. But, it's a fountain. I just recommend maybe going early in the morning or at night, late night, when there's probably nobody. That's probably going to be the best time to go because it was super crowded and super hot. Anyways, we are pretty much done for today. But one last thing we got to do, one last stop, dinner. We gotta have some classic Italian dinner. I don't know what we're gonna eat yet, but I'll see you guys dinner time. Alrighty, YouTube, after a much long day of walking, we're inside this restaurant called La Cucina Nazionale. Couldn't say that really well. Anyways, we just stopped on by. We didn't really plan on coming in here. Originally, I was looking for a bar to sit down and have a glass of drink and maybe use the restroom. But we decided, no, why not? We'll get some food as well. But we just got our drinks, something that I've been wanting to drink for a long time now since coming to Italy. So this is the drink that I got. This is the Campari Spritz. I had a little bit tasting a little bit earlier. But Campari Spritz, there are two types. There's Aperol and Campari. I chose the Campari. So whatever alcohol is in here, plus I think it's Prosecco or white wine, and then some soda or lemon water, and then the orange on top. But it looks delicious. Very classic Italian drink. Let's go and try it. Cheers, YouTube. It's good, but it's very strong on the alcohol. Yeah, no, I really like it, but it's a bit too much alcohol for me right now. It's been a long day of walking. It's very refreshing though. I love it, especially because it's like a million degrees outside. Something I'll be drinking all the time while I'm in Italy is some Campari Spritz or the Aperol Spritz. I'm gonna try the other one next time, but this was very good. Party YouTube, we just got our food. I ordered the cacio e pepe because we are in Rome, and that is the must standard of Rome. Of course, carbonara is the other one, but I make carbonara at home, and I've never had cacio e pepe before, so I wanted to try it. For those of you who don't know, cacio e pepe is just, I think it's butter that they use, mixed with Parmigiano Reggiano and black pepper. That's it. Very similar to an Alfredo, but lots and lots of black pepper. Alrighty, this is our first bite of the cacio e pepe. Lots of Parmigiano Reggiano on top. Ooh. Nice steamy. Very cheesy. Let's give it a try. Ooh. Buon appetito. Non 맛있다. The noodles, I think, are the best part, because you can taste that the noodles are homemade. They're very soft, very chewy, but the cheese comes in very powerful. Like, it's incredible how using good cheese really helps. 진짜 맛있다. Although, if I had to critique it, I wish that they used more black pepper. But they did give us some Parmesan more on the side, and you know your boy has to add more Parmigiano Reggiano. Because we're in Italy, and when the hell else am I going to get free Parmesan on the side like this? Good one, at least. This is very nice. So far, pretty good. It's not a lot though. It's very, very little, but it's very good. It's a good restaurant. I do recommend it if you guys are coming to Italy. This is next to the Termini station, Roma Termini station. Huge, Chakluda station. It's super, super huge. If you got a hotel near here, definitely recommend stopping by here, getting a drink, getting some food. It's amazing. Next one, we're gonna try the rigatoni here. Sorry, not rigatoni. This is I think this is rigatoni pasta. I don't remember. It's similar to penne, but this is a kind of a bolognese sauce with some bacon. I'm very interested. Let's try it out. Oh. You know, usually I think I pick a really better dish. I just pick the standard Roman dish, but this is way better. This is way better. Fresh pasta. The bacon is divine. I don't know if it's even bacon. It might be guanciale, pieces of guanciale. It's really, really good. I would say that the pasta is a little undercooked, but it's very, very delicious. Way better than mine. But when in Rome, you gotta try the Roman dishes. So either way, I'm pretty happy with that. Anyways, we're gonna finish off this meal, and I'll see you making for dessert. Alright, YouTube, we just finished our delicious dinner. Very good. Loved it.
pricey, not too much. In my opinion, I think Italy so far has been cheaper than Barcelona in terms of food pricing. It's been great. Almost everywhere we've been able to eat for 2 people about 40 euros, but we're going out to eat at restaurants and things like that. So you could probably find places less than that. But so far, pretty okay with the prices. But now on to dessert. First time we got dessert, tiramisu. I love tiramisu. I love the word tiramisu. Makes me smile. Tiramisu. Anyways, we got some tiramisu. Let's go try it. Here is our lovely tiramisu. I can't really see the lady fingers or whatever that are usually in there, but I assume they're there. They should be there. Maybe. Hope so. Anyways, let's try it. Alrighty. First bite of Italian tiramisu. Let's get all the way in. I don't know why they put sugar and chocolate on the edge here. Or not chocolate, chocolate powder? It's not like I'm gonna be eating it, so I don't know why they did that. It's a waste of powder. It smells great. To be honest, I haven't had tiramisu in a long time, so I don't remember the taste. That's amazing. Oh. What the hell have I been doing? I haven't had this so far. I should have been eating tiramisu every meal. Holy crap, that's so good. Oh, words cannot describe how good this tiramisu is. I mean, I don't know so far in Italy if it's the best or not, but god dang it, it's so good. So the ladyfingers are in there. You can taste the coffee. The cream is so soft. It's so incredibly soft. And that chocolate powder at the end comes in, it's just kind of like, hey, I'm there. It's perfect. It's really, really, really good tiramisu. Again, I don't know in terms of what really good tiramisu is, but so far, this has been the best tiramisu I've ever had. It's absolutely fantastic. Like I said, you can see the bottom of the ladyfingers soaking up that coffee. Oh, so amazing. Perfect. Perfect dessert. That's amazing. Anyways, YouTube, we're gonna stop there for today, for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. And tomorrow, don't forget to stay tuned. We're going to see the Vatican, and not only that, if all goes well, theoretically, I have gotten tickets to see the one, the only, Mr. Pope Francisco. I'm so excited to see Pope Francis in person. I'm probably not gonna understand what he's talking about, but at least to get to see him in person, maybe get a video and a picture with him. That'd be ideal, but I'm very, very excited. Stay tuned for next week's video, because if you want to be able to see the Pope yourself, like and subscribe to watch all my videos, to see all the content on this channel. Peace and good day. Buona giornata. Bye.